Hello everybody, this is Devin Raquel with Disopods, here to give you our Armadillidium update. Now, when I first started putting videos out, and you'll notice there's a huge gap between then and now, I'm sorry, I will admit to mental health difficulties that make me have trouble releasing videos on a proper timetable. But today is our Armadillidium update, so let's just move into that. I was supposed to have videos, I never did, of some of these species, so it'll be your first time seeing them on my channel. I'm assuming if you're looking at my channel, you're probably looking at more famous keepers too. And you should. People like Supreme Gecko and Russ of Aquariumex are incredible sources of information. I would recommend them. Go check them out. But let's get on with our Armadillidium Granulatums. These are the ones that are one of my first isopods that I've received. And they have been doing the best out of the Armadillidiums. That's why they are in a 15. But let's get a look at them. Now, there's a lot of babies in here, but you won't see them up on the bark because they're down in the substrate or around the substrate. But when I moved them to this container, I saw easily 500 babies. So we have a good amount of them in here. Sometimes the babies will come up on this piece of bark, never that piece, but they're not on this one today. You can see I've got some squash in here. There's a really old piece of zucchini that I want to remove but can't because it's covered in babies. You should really remove old food like this when it's starting to rot. I can't because there's always babies on it and I don't want to lose a baby to the trash. So this is what I live with. This was just added yesterday. As you can see, they've eaten it pretty darn good. This is a piece of summer squash. Was it summer squash?
Spaghetti squash.
Spaghetti squash. Sorry for that. And that was our Granulatums. Next up we have our Zebra Immaculatums. I got these from the ISO Psycho in the local Minnesota area at a reptile show. They're really cool people. There's this funny story that I won't be sharing right now on how I got them and all that from them, but yeah. Alright. There's a bunch of babies in here. You don't see too many of the adults, but you do see more of the babies. I know that there's a good amount of adults in here because I noticed the differences in patterns between the adults when I pick them up. When I pick up the pieces of wood, and I see them occasionally moving through the leaf litter. This is sea grape leaf litter, not my favorite, but I didn't have any oak leaf litter at the time. So I had to quickly make amends and just go with what I had. This looks like a Dalmatian zebra. We'll see if any of the babies out there look like it. If there's at least 10 of them that look like it, I might separate it out into another culture bin and see if I can't get that color pattern to perform well and stay that way. I'm putting this on backwards. And now for our Cluggies, or Montenegros in particular. Now there's a funny story with this bin. There's actually two different varieties in here. One of which I got from Bitty Bug. I remember I got the Immaculatums from ISO Psycho. These from Bitty Bug. Also at an expo in the Twin Cities area. Attending expos is a wonderful experience. We're planning on attending our second one later this month. But yeah, without further ado, let's get a look. Look at all these babies. Now, there's ones with some stronger yellow dots down the middle, and those actually came from Isopod auction. But there's only two of them, and they kind of just showed up in my Armadillidium vulgare bin rather than being purchased intentionally. So they're over in my vulgare bin. They're now in the Immaculatum bin, and I'm hoping that their colors breed out more because they have some pretty interesting differences in how they're colored compared to the others. Also, this was added just last night. Look at how much they've eaten off of it. There's a lot of babies in here. They had a really productive time. I started with 20. I'd estimate I have at least 40 or 50 in here now. There's just a lot of babies. I'm going to have to mist them later. Yeah, this is a lot drier than I like it to be. But I don't have my mister with me because I'm doing this video right now, so I'll mist them after, don't worry. And now for a bin that has produced a lot of surprises. First, it was the Montenegros that I found in there that were different from the others. And next up is an isopod we call popcorn. I'll include a picture when I in the comments when I post this. But popcorn is just an amazing isopod. Hopefully we'll see him today. Let's give this a flip. This is appropriately moist. Alright, I'm not seeing popcorn, but here's the vulgars. As you can see, I do have a fungus gnat problem, which I'm working on finding out the product I need to take care of that. I know there's a biological way to take care of it, and I intend to. Actually, is that popcorn? No, that's not popcorn.
No,
that's a magic potion.
Yeah. Popcorn, where are you?
I'll give one last couple shots at finding popcorn. Nope, but there's a baby magic potion down there. I don't know if these are American or Japanese magic potions. I'll have to ask the seller I got them from. I can't tell the difference just yet. Here's another magic potion. But popcorn is a magic potion with a brown head and first couple of segments. They're really cool. Alright, this has been the Armadillidium update. It was great talking with all of you again. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you have any ideas, leave them in the comments. I'm still new in this, so I absolutely adore more information. Thank you very much and have a wonderful rest of your day.